My name's Tanya Jonska. In Europe, my name is Tanya Yoshka. We're gonna be reading. This is the second book, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, by Alvin. Second book, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Alvin Schwartz. This one's called More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Alvin Schwartz, and drawings by Stephen Gammell. And that's the picture. And yeah, that's the, yeah. This is not the beginning of the chapter, is just the introduction, probably, into the book. So here you go. Ho-has. These scary stories will take you on a strange and fearsome journey where darkness, or fog, or mist, or the sound of the person screaming, or a dog howling, turns ordinary places into nightmarish places where nothing is what you expect. People have been telling scary stories for as long as anyone knows. From the first, they were tales of supernatural creatures that people feared would harm them. Boogeyman, monsters, demons, ghosts, evil spirits lurking in the dark, waiting for a chance to strike. We still tell stories of creatures we fear, but not all of them are about boogeymen and demons. Quite a few are about living people. You'll meet some of them: a fat and jolly butcher, a friendly girl who plays a drum, a neighbor and brother, and others who at best are not to be trusted. Scary stories of this kind often have a serious purpose. They may warn young people of dangers that await them when they set out in the world on their own. But for the first part, we tell scary stories to have fun. We turn out the lights, or we leave just a candle burning, then we sit close together and tell the scary stories we know. Often these include some that have been passed down over hundreds of years. If a story is scary enough, your flesh begins to creep. You give a shiver, a shaky, screaming feeling. You imagine hearing and seeing things. You hold your breath as you wait to learn how it all ends. And if something startling happens, everyone gasps, or jumps, or screams. Some people call these shivers, shaky, screaming feelings the heebie-jeebies, or the screaming memes. The poet T.S. Eliot called them ho-has. You better read the stories in this book while you are still feeling brave and before it gets dark. Then when the moon is up, tell them to your friends and relatives. You'll probably give them the ho-has, but they'll have fun, and so will you. Alvin Schwartz, Princeton, New Jersey. This is the chapter that the section of the book. There's other stories in this section. So it's called When She Saw Him, She Screamed and Ran. And here's the book, picture. This chapter is filled with ghost stories. In one, a man has just become a ghost but doesn't know it yet. In another, a pirate ship and crew return from a watery grave. And there are other frightful events. This story that we're going to read is called Something Was Wrong. One morning, John Sullivan found himself walking along a street downtown. He could not explain what he was doing there, or how he got there, or where he had been earlier. He didn't even know what time it was. He saw a woman walking toward him and stopped her. "I'm afraid I forgot my watch," he said, and smiled. "Can you tell me the time when she saw him?" she screamed and ran. Then John Sullivan noticed that other people were afraid of him. When they saw him coming, they flattened themselves against a building or ran against the street to stay out of his way. There must be something wrong with me, John Sullivan thought. I better go home. He hailed a taxi, but the driver took one look at him and sped away. John Sullivan did not understand what was going on and scared him. Maybe somebody at home can come and get me, he thought. He found the telephone and called his wife, but a voice he did not recognize answered. Is Mr. Sullivan there? He asked. No, she's at a funeral. The voice said Mr. Sullivan was killed yesterday in an accident downtown. That's the end of the story. Thanks for watching.